questions did you want to ask? You was going.
I can go ahead and ask you questions that we have, but do you want to look at the pictures and can get some idea of anything if Murphy wants to say you something? On July 15th, when Murphy was really struggling with breathing, he was drooling. I could
Yeah.
see he was at his peace. He was not screaming or something. He didn't look like he was in pain, but he was drooling. He kept jumping between my husband's lap and my lap. He couldn't figure out where he wants to stay. And then we both sit
Well, he
together.
was just telling you both goodbye. He was letting you both be a part of, letting you know he's leaving. Because the bottom line is, they know when they're leaving. And an angel doesn't feel any pain. Angels don't feel pain.
Yeah. But can you ask Murphy, because that question, it keeps coming in my mind. Then I asked my husband to take him to hospital. And I called a hospital where we can be with Murphy. And we figured out there is one hospital who allows parents to be with their dog. We took him there, and Murphy was, and that day I cannot tell you, it was lightning, it was thundering, it was raining, and that lightning I was never seen in my life before. Never.
Oh,
ever.
Murphy likes drama, doesn't he?
Yeah, that was too much. Like, weather was really, really, very, very different. It felt like whole sky is crying along with us.
Yeah, it's scary. That's scary kind of weather.
Yeah, but that light was very different. It felt like some divine light. It doesn't feel like scary lightning.
Yep.
And
Murphy.
Yeah, and I was really chanting mantras. I mean, for those 2 months, I chant a lot with Murphy in my lap, a lot. And I was chanting some mantras, and I don't know. I feel like Murphy was still alive in my lap, but yes, I was saying him, Murphy, no, I don't allow you to go. I don't allow you to go. But the moment I hand over Murphy to the doctor, and
he left.
That's the question now. When did he left? Because they gave him CPR.
See, but here's the deal. Murphy wanted to cross in your energy field. He wanted your energy field around him.
Yeah, but can you ask?
You may have handed him off, but let me tell you, you handed off an earth suit. You didn't hand off Murphy. Murphy had already left. Murphy had already I'm out of here. And you just were handing off an earth suit.
Is that possible for you to ask Murphy at what point he left? Like when I was in car with him, when we were taking him to hospital, or when I hand over?
Car. I can tell you right now, he left in the car.
He left in the car?
The minute you said that, he said, I left in the car, because he can leave the earth suit, and the earth suit can survive for another half an hour. It's like you kill a frog and you're going to cook him. Their energy can stay in there. But he left in your energy field.
Okay. Yeah, because the first time when they gave CPR, I could see heartbeat. And then they were like...
Yeah, but see, you can have a heartbeat, but it doesn't mean the life force energy's in there.
Yeah. So he took his last breath in my lap.
Yep.
I'm honored.
Oh, I would be too. Yeah, because he wanted to be in that energy field. He said, why would he want to mess with... Why would he... Okay. He said, why would he want to mess with the vet when he's got you? And see, you were trying as a human to get him there so you could help him transition, but he was not having any part of that. He was going to transition in your energy field. That's it.
There was a doctor, like Murphy's doctor, who was doing his treatment, and I don't know what was wrong with that doctor. She always suggested us to euthanize him, always, every visit. And we kept telling her, we are not going to do that. Never, ever. If Murphy, God has given him birth, he has written everything, his last day as well. So we are not going to take away that from him. But I don't know why I have a feeling like Murphy has something to say about that doctor also. So can you ask Murphy, is there anything he wants to talk about?
All right, now say that part again. Say that one more time.
I'm saying Murphy's doctor was treating him. She She was not a very positive
But
person.
Murphy just let him treat him. Murphy wasn't connected to that doctor, right?
Yeah.
But she was just treating him, and Murphy was having his own way and just letting him treat her. But that was like, nah, they weren't connected.
Yeah, they were not connected, but she always suggested us to euthanize Murphy.
Now, see, Murphy's going to leave on his own time.
Yeah. So we always says we are
Murphy's
not.
Hey, watch this. You don't tell an angel when they're going to leave.
Yeah.
Murphy decides when they're going to leave.
Yeah. Can you ask Murphy? We have some funds that we kept for Murphy's treatment, but Murphy did not use all those funds. Can you ask Murphy what he wants us to do with those funds? We do have plans how we are going to use.
Stop right there. Stop right there. I'm not going to ask him because that is the beginning of you connecting with Murphy, your soul's purpose, working with Murphy. It's none of my business.
Okay.
What you and Murphy have contracted to do for the rest of your life with Murphy. You have the ability to work with Murphy and decide what you want to do. He's telling me, he said, not your business. That's what Mom and I came to do. I went, okay, got it.
Yeah, but I doubt my ability to. I was like,
stop. Whoa, say something. You just perfect. You just said something perfect. And I'm going to cry if I say this. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can doubt you all you don't doubt Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because as a human being, you're going to doubt yourself, which is I did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you are. Murphy's giving you all this. Trust Murphy. And here's something. If it's the wrong way, Murphy will go, and he'll stop you.
Uh-huh.
And that's what's so beautiful about it. Murphy will tell you and stop it. And that is the beauty of you doing the work with Murphy, because it's Team Murphy now. It's not just you. It's Team Murphy. Murphy said, everybody knows who I am. I made a name for myself. And I went, well, good for you.
Yes. And now I'm opening the list of questions that I have. Most important question that I want to ask you: when he will be back, if he reincarnate,
or in what form,
and what form, if he's going to reincarnate.
All right, let's stop right there.
Okay.
When will he be back? Let's see. When did you have those tingles?
Sorry, what's your question?
When will he come back? When did you have those tingles?
Oh, it's been now, I can say 3-4 days. I'm getting those tingles every night.
He was back 3 or 4 days, right? He was back 3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your answer there. He was back 3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah, but my eyes are craving to see him physically also. So
we are wondering whether
we are wondering if he will reincarnate in any.
Okay, let me ask you a question. In your heart, true down deep, forget what you want. What do you think? Forget your little human self. Do you think you have a short-term 10-year connection, or do you think you have an eternal connection?
I do feel I have an eternal connection, and
I agree with you.
Yeah, and that lead to my next question, like what kind of connection I have with him in my past lives.
First of all, you have been with him. You have been with him before, and you do have a eternal connection. And he is your guardian angel forever and ever. And here, let's talk about the eternal connection. That's critical. You need wrong. I can't make your choices for you. Sorry, I'm excited about this because I want you to do this, but I can't. It's got to be your choice. I would ask you, if you choose. That's the way I say it. If you choose to say, I ask you, Murphy, to be a part of my life from now, from my rest breath. And then he's been poking on you going, Mom, 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 and giving you this stuff. And now it's like, if you ask him to come into your life, if you think you've been getting signs, you better hold on because you're going to get blown away. The next thing I would do is I would say, Murphy, what did I come on earth for us to do together? And if you're not comfortable with any of this, you take a sign that says, ask Murphy. Because Murphy is in charge of your soul's contract and you for the rest of every breath you take. And if you don't use him, you're wasting a huge, powerful source at your beck and call to guide your life, and his only keyword, let me write that, Anika, write that down. His only client is you, and you have Murphy. So it's sort of like Team Murphy, but you have to ask so that Murphy can deliver. To come back and reincarnate would waste his time, because if he came down in an earth body and died again, but as a spiritual person, by him being a part of your spiritual team, the head boy of your team Murphy, and he gets to take charge of the rest of your life and everything that matters to you, to make it manifest and be for your highest and best good, so that you're free to give to mankind what you came to do.
But
now, if you feel, now listen to me, if you feel you have a need for a dog, like a touchy-feely, kissy, I have to have a dog fur, then you need to say, Murphy, send me the dog that I need to have.
no, Brent, I need only Murphy. I told you when I'm
Okay,
going.
well then if you, listen to me, I understand what you're saying. But if I told you he was reincarnating, I'm setting you up for a false hope. Now, if you've been to 6 other animal communicators and they tell you he's coming, then they better have damn well described him, where it is, how it is, when it is, and all that. Because everything I'm reading is, this is a higher being. You are a very highly evolved human being. And Murphy's transition was to activate your awareness, and the two of you will act as a team for the rest of your life together and make the world a better place. And I know that hurts you, because I used to want that too, until I realized there's another level that people don't get. And when I told them they reincarnated, they didn't get that for 30 years. Well, there's another level. There's a whole higher being coming in as pets to make the world a better place, because the world is dark out there. It's a dark place, and they need people to hold the light and make the world a better place. So they're bringing in pets to activate people that are going to make the world a better place. That's my opinion, and I'm not trying to hurt your heart. Do you want to see Murphy die again?
No.
Well, think about that. Because to ask him to reincarnate is to say, I want to watch you die again. Just so I can hold you, and just so I can touch you. Well, you can hold him and touch him in spirit form. Now, it's not as thick, but you can actually feel them, touch them, kiss them, have them kiss you, talk to them, see them, every bit of that, except it's just steam form. You can literally pat through them. You know, if you go to pat them, your hand can go all the way through their head, instead of just the top of their head. And I'm not trying to hurt your heart, but in the long run, this won't hurt your heart, because if you get your hopes set up and it gets beaten down time and time and time again, that's worse to me.
So is that
because you have a powerhouse in Murphy.
So is that Murphy who is saying he doesn't want?
Certainly, you recognize that.
Yeah, but is this?
I mean, do you realize what a powerhouse he is?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh my God, he's my God.
I mean, do you recognize that this was not a dog?
No.
Good Lord.
It was not a dog.
This was not a pet dog. I mean, the minute I looked in his eyes and I saw him, I went, "Holy God, we're working with a higher being. This is no dog. This is something else."
You know, I'm getting every single word that you are saying, but you know that mom's craving to see my baby again. And no, I don't want to see any other dog. It's not like I want to pet someone. I just want my Murphy back. I am not getting any feeling
I
when
know where you. I did that for 2.5 years. I am every night. Every night I go to bed. I walk my friend's bed and I say to him, "Please come sleep with me, because I want him there so bad." And I know that was his last incarnation, and I know that I'm not going to be selfish and say to him, "Come back and die again."
So Murphy is not going to take any birds again. If not with me, not even any other bird, human bird or something. That's it.
He won't go with, no, he doesn't go with anybody but you, ever. You are connected. You are connected. That's it. It's you. Nobody but you. He won't go to Martha, Sam, nobody. It's you for the rest of your breath.
So
He doesn't go anywhere.
What kind of relationship we had in previous life? Was he my baby? Was he my parent? What it was?
Oh, before, in a past life?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. This is where you're going to know. Ready? Have you ever gotten in, before he came into your life in a fursuit, okay? Before he came into your life as a fursuit, did you ever feel like when you got in trouble that you were being covered or protected by something higher?
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, I just almost had a car wreck, but I got protected. Wonder what that was.
Yeah.
Ever had that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or ever almost fallen down the stairs and go, darn,
Yeah.
something stopped me.
Yeah.
That's Murphy. That was Murphy. Have you ever been out somewhere and felt something weird and just felt like, okay, I'm going to be all right? That was Murphy. Because the minute your little bottom hit Earth, the earth, Murphy was on duty. He's going, uh-oh, she's down there. I got to watch after her. And the reason you have such a gutted feeling is because he's part of you. He's not your human friend. He's not your pet dog. He's part of you.
Then how I'm gonna survive then? I don't know. It's getting hard. It's really getting hard now.
Okay, but here's the deal. You're going, and I'm going to say this if I cry, I'm sorry, okay? You're going to survive this, with Murphy, because listen to me. If you leave, then nobody will be there to tell Murphy's story, and Murphy won't be able to work his love and his magic and his special energy through anybody else.
Why?
So
I'm sorry.
You have to stay to do Murphy's work and your work together. Otherwise, you'll just have to come back and go through all of this again in another incarnation.
So if there was a last birth together, why Murphy did not stay for a little long? It was very small.
Wait a minute, say that again. I don't know. Wait a minute, say that again so I can answer you.
I'm saying if this was us together for the very last time,
yes,
then why Murphy did not stay for a little more long? He was just 6 years old.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to ask you two ways. Number one, you're putting earth time on an angel. Angels live in eternity. You'll be working with, the minute you die, the minute you leave your earth suit, Murphy's going to be sitting there and go, hey, chick, you want to go back down again and do it again? And you can say, okay, Murph, let's go down there and let's have another gig together. Or you can say, Murphy, I don't want to do this ever again. And Murphy says, okay, we'll stay up here and we'll be a spirit guide for somebody. Because listen to me, normally people who get angel pets and higher being pets are in their next to last or last incarnation. which means you don't have to do this again. I'm in my last incarnation. And that's why you get them, because you get to do your soul's purpose in this incarnation. Now, obviously, you have a child that is going to make a difference, and you're going to make a difference in this world with that child. So, you've got some work to do. And Murphy is going to help you every step of the way. If you say, help me raise him, Murphy's going to help you raise him. If you say, help my husband find a job, Murphy's going to help my husband find a job. You're going to say, Murphy, help me find a job. But if you say, I quit, I'm coming to heaven, Murphy's going to say, okay, we're going to go back down, and we got to work together in one incarnation. So I guess we do it again. So when they told me that, I said, okay, I'm going to work this incarnation out, and then beam me up. I'm not coming back again. And they said, okay.
But I begged him to stay for at least 2-3 more years so that he can play with his little brother.
Okay, stop. Why are you telling an angel how long they got to stay? It's more about you. I don't care what you said for his little brother. No. That's about mommy. Okay, and what you're doing is earth stuff. I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong. I've done the same thing. I begged friends to stay. And then I realized I said, friend, you do what you need to do. And I remember the night he transitioned, I looked at him, and he looked at me real hard. And I said, okay, you do what you need to do. And I said, I'll quit asking you for me. You do what you need to do. And in the middle of the night, he transitioned. And I said to him, friend, you make me a promise that when you get to heaven, you're going to let me know that you got there okay. And I was laying in bed crying way harder than you're crying right now. When you say that, you're asking him really to stay for you. It's not about a little brother. It's for you, because it's your angel. It's not the brother's angel. It's your angel. That angel is for you. Now, you ask Team Murphy to help you with the little brother. But no. See, if you weren't extraordinary, you could have just had a plain old pet. But you're a very extraordinary person, and you got an extraordinary being. And and both of you are in your last incarnations. And that's why basically a part of your soul is sitting in the spirit world, and a part of your soul is sitting in your earth suit. And that's where you have to connect the two so you finally feel at peace. And I'll bet you, when you had that electricity running through you the other night, you felt at peace, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I could feel like it's Murphy.
Yep. Now, let me ask you something else. Every time you now this is going to be strange sounding. Every time you put your hand on or held Murphy, did you feel like I'm home and I'm at peace?
Yeah, I do.
And I'm content and I'm whole?
Yeah.
I bet you felt whole when you touched him, didn't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yep. Well, see, that's a sign that they're a higher being, because when you touch them, you feel whole. And once you make that connection with spirit, you're going to feel whole again.
Can you ask Murphy, I know I don't need even anyone to tell me that he's my soul dog. We are very much connected. I can sense it in my every breath. But I want to ask Murphy if he has that any soul connection with his dad as well.
Well, I think here's what's important there, and this is what I've learned in my life.
Uh-huh.
You can have a soul dog that is a family soul dog, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you can also have a soul dog that is like for you, but they take care of the person. See, usually when you're an exceptional person, the universe sends you somebody who's supportive of your heart and somebody to play with and love and be on earth with. So it's highly possible that your husband, if he's in the room, that your husband is part of the support and part of the process of y'all making the world a better place.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, And Murphy, though, was your emotional go-to rock.
The reason why I'm asking you, because Murphy, he always chose his dad over me. Always. He was dad's child, dad's favorite. Even yesterday, my husband was crying like a baby that he's missing Murphy, and he is waiting for him to come back. Right now, he's really heartbroken. I can see him. Every day he was saying me, Murphy's coming back. When Murphy was going through the cancer treatment, he was the one who kept reading about cancer day and night, who was saying
But you
doctors.
see, coming back, here's the deal. Coming back can also mean in spirit. See, most people think, oh, coming back only means reincarnating. Coming back can mean being an ongoing part of your daily life in spirit every day.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you if he has some deep connection with my husband also, because I can see a change in my husband that no one can ever make him change. But Murphy changed
Okay,
him
well,
a
see,
lot.
that's Murphy changing him. That's Murphy changing him.
Yeah, Murphy changed him a lot. A lot.
Yep. Yeah, Murphy came to change him. Yep.
Yeah, he did. So that's why
And
I'm
see, if
asking.
that's the case, then they can be connected through the change. But when Murphy came in, he came into you. And your husband learned to be more emotional by Murphy, right? Yep. And see, Murphy taught him to open, this is terrible to say, Murphy taught him to open his heart more. Because when you got him, his heart wasn't that open.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, but it wasn't that open.
Yeah.
And Murphy has taught him what unconditional, and here's the word, pure love is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when he would touch Murphy, I got chills on me. And when he would touch Murphy, I think it activated inside your husband things that he didn't ever show.
Yeah. I saw him not sleeping for a single night for 2 months because Murphy was going through so much, and his dad did not sleep for a day.
Murphy activated in your husband what he needed to activate to have him be a partner with you, because he opened his heart thanks to Murphy.
Okay. So, can you ask him what exactly happened on the last day when he left his
All right, let me look
pursuit?
inside his body. All right, I'm look inside his body. We can see there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did he start, when I'm looking at this now, I'm seeing this look like, did he start having some coughing issues and lung issues? Because he's got dark lungs. Did he throw a clot?
No, he did not have any
And
coughing.
like with heart failure?
I think it was organ shutdown, but he had a blood transfusion on that day.
Wait a minute, say what again?
He had a blood transfusion on that day.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Yep.
So we brought him home in afternoon, and after that, what happened, we don't know.
Well, but didn't he raise his head up and then just quit and leave? That's what it looks like. It looks like he threw a clot.
It looks like a clot?
Yeah, because it looks like his heart lungs shut down.
Actually, he had very low platelets on that day. So might be there was an internal bleeding or something.
No, I'll tell you why I don't think it's internal bleeding. Because when I look inside a body, because I've looked at a lot of dogs who their spleens have ruptured, and they have had IBS or what's the other one, where chronic ulcerative colitis, that's it. And when they die, and I look inside their bodies, their whole, from their rib cage back to their tail is like red. It looks like shredded red Brillo pad, and that means to me that they've bled out. And when I look inside of Murphy's body, the first thing I see is like his heart and his lungs are like dark gray or black, which means they're not functioning. And then I have a little bitty dot that lights up that usually says to me that that's a clot. And so I would bet that he had issues like breathing right before he passed. And it looks like he threw a clot and it shut down his respiratory heart system. But he does not look, he's not showing when I look inside of his intestines, he's not showing red. And red to me, everything I've seen for 30 years means that they bleed out. Because when their spleen ruptures or their pancreas ruptures or they have a hematoma or something like that ruptures, their whole insides are like red. And his aren't. They're like gray, which means they weren't functioning well, but they're not red. What is black and dark gray is the lungs and heart with a dot in it.
Can you see his liver? Was there anything wrong with liver?
Hold on, let me look back up. It looks like his lower lobe. Did they have an X-ray to show you that he had some cysts in his lower lobe? Liver has 2 lobes to it.
Yeah.
And it looks like he had like a nickel-sized cyst in the lower lobe.
Okay.
And you can compare that to X-rays, because normally...
No, we did not see anything in X-rays, actually. So that's why I'm asking you, was it...
It didn't light up in the lower lobe, on the far end of the lower lobe?
No, we did not have any scan of his liver. So we did have ultrasound of his abdomen. The day he transitioned, he was low on hemoglobin, RBC, and platelets. That's why we have to do.
But that's indicative of bone cancer.
Yeah, you can.
Did he have cancer in his bones where he wasn't making platelets and red blood cells?
I think because of chemotherapy, his bone marrow was suppressed, and yeah, and it was just one cycle of chemotherapy, and his bone marrow never responded again. He couldn't make healthy cells, so that was really concerning. Just once after one cycle, how bone marrow can be this much suppressed.
I know.
That's why I wanted to know what was the cause of his death. Was it cancer? Was it chemo drugs? Was it blood transfusion? Because he had reaction after blood transfusion.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And I really wanted... Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I'm listening to you. When I'm looking at it, I'm looking at it through a clot.
Okay. And can you...
And didn't he have in his back legs, didn't he break down in his spinal cord and a couple of times not be able to move?
Yeah, I mentioned he got paralysis attack twice.
So he's got a disc back there. If you take your finger and go three fingers up from his hip bones, he's got a disc that's blown out.
No, nothing like that came into MRI, actually. It was from the top. If you go 1, 2, 3 from the top, from neck. I'm saying if you go back from neck,
behind his ears down. Yep. I'm at the tail end right now.
Yeah. So I really want to ask Murphy what was the reason of his cancer, so that I know what wrong happened.
Now, when you say what was the reason of his cancer, when I can answer that too, I don't know how you answer, because the way I hear an answer is that when I don't know how to say this right. When a higher being chooses to leave, they choose the path. Some dogs commit suicide. Some decide I'm going to have a ruptured spleen so I can be out of here in 8 days. But you're asking from a research scientist, how did the cancer develop? Is that where your question's coming from?
Yeah, you got it. Actually, I was asking Murphy, like, if he knows what caused this illness in his body.
I'm not getting an answer on that.
Okay.
Because that answer I'm not getting.
Okay.
I know that I get that, this is how he chose so he could go quickly and quietly, but I'm not getting, and neatly, that I'm not getting an answer on.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to say this to you. Just because I don't get an answer doesn't mean that you won't. You can go back. Do not think just because you asked me this and I didn't give you, you can go back and say, Murphy, what was the reason of your cancer? What caused it? As a researcher mom, I need to know.
Yeah.
And he might give you the answer. So don't discount that there's no answer. You can go back and say, Murphy, as your researcher mom, why did you get that? And then he might say, I don't know, to you. He might say, well, here's why, and give you the chemical breakdown of it. Because he has the power to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting an answer on that, and I don't want to make up one because I'm not.
Yeah.
But Murphy has the power to tell you why.
Yeah. And as I told you, we had a communication with other communicator,
Oh yeah, that's normal.
and one communicator told that Murphy is saying he will give you sign in the form of leaf. And for my surprise, I did find a leaf on my kitchen island one day. I don't know from where it
Cool.
came, but I did see that leaf on my kitchen island.
How wonderful. How wonderful.
But now, as you are saying, he's not going to come back. He's not going to reincarnate. But he's
I don't get that.
yeah,
I get him as being a higher connection with you eternally.
yeah,
I don't get him as a two trick puppy. I get him as a higher being that is extraordinary and phenomenal.
yeah.
And I get that as you being a higher being in one of your last incarnations and an old soul that came to make the world a better place. I see that Murphy came and changed your husband so that you both can work together to make the world a better place. And I think everybody who was touched by Murphy's energy
Mm-hmm.
has become a better person because of it.
Yeah,
That's what I get.
yeah, yeah. So
I
you,
don't get him as a two-trick puppy.
yeah. When I will leave this earth, I'm going to have next life again, right? So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
You and Murphy will be together.
Oh,
You and Murphy will work throughout eternity together.
okay. And can you predict
And
like
with your husband, oh, wait a minute. I think that your husband is part of Murphy's tribe, and I think that because he is evolving more emotionally, that Murphy's tribe will affect him also. I think that I think he'll have dreams of Murphy,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he'll get some direction from Murphy if he allows his heart to be open to it.
Mm-hmm. And
But
can
you have to allow your heart to be open to it.
yeah, completely makes sense. Yeah. Can you predict if in next life we will again be like this? Wife, husband, and Murphy will be our cute little fur baby, or it can.
No, because here's why. The minute you go to the other side,
Mm-hmm.
then you get to redirect your life all over again.
Mm-hmm.
You get to choose what you want to do in your next life if you decide to come back.
Mm-hmm.
You might wait and not come back. And you might say, I've done my gig. I'm not going back down there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you and Murphy will decide, you might want to be a guardian angel for your son.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to see what Murphy looks like in angel form, you can say, Murphy, show me what you look like in another form. Because right now you associate Murphy to cute little dog. But Murphy's energy is like way more than that. You go back and you say, Murphy, I'd like to see you in higher being form, and get ready. Because I can tell you what colors he's going to be now. He's going to be blue, pink, green. And if you have already seen blue, pink, and green energy around you, that's Murphy starting to show up. Because he's going to be blue, because he works for the Archangel Michael, and he's going to help mankind. He's going to be pink because he teaches love and what love is. And he's going to be green because he's a healer. Because that's what Murphy has brought into your life. And so when you see him, those are going to be the colors it's going to be. So when you see those around, you can say, Murphy, show up more. Come on, Murphy, give me your full Monty here. I want to see the full Monty of your colors. Do you realize how strong this dog is? Person, sorry, don't call me a dog. Okay, do you realize how big this energy is?
He is our baby, right? So as a mother, I'm seeing that cute little baby, but I know he's very powerful because every single person says he has something in his eyes. We never met him. We never hold him.
It's called forever.
Yes, and
He's got angel eyes.
yes, and we're dying to save him.